What's up guys, Jason here. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple elevator in Minecraft. This elevator works on 1.16 and on all other versions of Minecraft Bedrock, whether you play on a phone, tablet, Xbox, PS4, Nintendo Switch, or PC. For this elevator, all you'll need is 2 water buckets, 1 slab, 2 pistons, 1 soul sand, 1 magma block, some buttons, some signs, some redstone, some torches, some kelp, and finally some solid blocks. You guys can use any solid blocks you want. By the way, the amount of materials you need will vary depending on how tall you make your elevator. The first step is to take some solid blocks. You guys can use any solid blocks you want, then place down 4 in this pattern. This will be the outline for the walls of your elevator. The next step is to extend these walls up to whatever height you want your elevator to be. Once you guys are done extending those walls up, you should have a center tube that looks something like this. The next step is to come back down, then break these 3 blocks. Now break this block over here. Now place down a piston over here. Make sure the piston faces this way. Now place a soul sand right next to the face of the piston. This soul sand will create a bubble column in the water of our elevator, which will allow us to automatically go up. The next step is to break this block and replace it with a piston. Make sure the piston faces this way towards the soul sand. Then break this block. Now replace it with a magma block. This magma block will allow us to automatically travel downwards in this elevator. The next step is to place a slab at this spot. The slab will allow us to easily access the elevator. Now place 3 blocks over here, 3 over here, and 3 over here. Then place a button at this spot and place a redstone on top of this piston. The next step is to place a sign over here and a sign over here. Those 2 signs will keep all the water inside the elevator. Now place a block over here, then come up to the top of the elevator. Once you're at the top, place a water bucket at this spot. Once the water has flowed down, come down to the bottom. Then place kelp all the way to the top of this water tube. By placing all this kelp, we will be able to convert the water stream all into water source blocks. After placing all that kelp to the top, come back down. Now break the bottom kelp. That should cause all the kelp to break. Once you guys have done that, break this block over here. By the way, the reason why we need all the water to be water source blocks is so that our bubble column can travel all the way up through the entire elevator. The next step is to come to the back of the elevator. Now place 2 blocks over here, 1 over here, and 2 over here. Then break this block, then break this block as well. Now place water at this spot. Once you have done that, replace this block. The reason why we place water over there is so we can ensure this block over here remains a water source block even when the soul sand is moved back and forth. The next step is to come over here. Now place a block at this spot, then place down 2 redstone. Now place the redstone torch at the side of this block. Now place 2 solid blocks on top of the redstone torch. Then break this block. Now place a redstone torch over here. Make sure it's above that redstone. Now place a redstone on top of this block. Then place 2 blocks over here. Now break this block. Then place a redstone torch over here. Make sure it's above that redstone. Now place a redstone on top of that block. Now place 2 blocks over here. Break this block. Place a redstone torch at this spot. Make sure it's above that redstone. Now place a redstone on top of this block. The next step is to continue doing that all the way until you get to the top level. By doing this, we will be able to create a downwards redstone tower, which will allow us to activate that piston from the top. Once you guys are done making that redstone tower, your redstone tower should have 2 sides. The left side over here, and the right side over here. Make sure the top block of redstone tower is on this right side. At this point, compare the height of this top block to the height of your water. You guys are going to want to now lower the height of your water so that it is 2 blocks below the height of this top block. So for example, I see that right now my water is 1 block below the height of this top block, so I'm going to place a block over here and break these blocks to make the water height 2 blocks below that top block. The next step is to place 3 blocks over here, 3 over here, and 3 over here. Now place a block at this spot. Then place 2 blocks over here, 1 over here, and 2 over here. Now place a block over here, a button on this side, and a redstone on top. Whenever this button is pressed, it will cause a redstone signal to be sent down that redstone tower, which will cause our piston to move any soul sand over, so we will be able to go downwards in this elevator. I am now going to show you all how to add multiple floors to this elevator. To do that, first choose the height that you want to make another floor. Make sure you guys choose a height that is right next to one of these right side blocks of your redstone tower. Now, place 2 blocks over here, 1 over here, and 2 over here. Then, place 2 blocks over here, and 2 over here. Now, break these 2 blocks and place 2 signs. Those signs should keep all the water inside your elevator. At this point, I recommend you guys check and see if any water has damaged your redstone tower. If your water has broke into the redstone down here, just place a redstone at this spot and a redstone torch back over here. The next step is to place a block over here any block at this spot. Now place a redstone on top of each of these blocks. Then place a button over here. When this button is pressed, it will send a redstone signal down to move the soul sand over, which will allow you to go downwards in this elevator. The next step is to come down here. Now place a block right at this spot, then place 2 redstone like this. Then place a redstone torch over here. Now place 2 blocks on top of that redstone torch. Then break this block. Now place a redstone torch that is above that redstone. Then place a redstone on top of this block. Now place 2 blocks over here. Break this block. Place a redstone torch at the spot. It should be above that redstone. Now place a redstone on top of this block. You guys are going to want to continue making this redstone tower all the way until you get to the height of the floor you want to connect the tower to. After you guys have done that, place a block at this spot. Then place 2 blocks over here. Now place a button at this spot. Then place 3 redstone like this. That should connect the redstone to your redstone tower. Whenever this button is pushed, it will move the soul sand over, so you'll be able to go up from this level. By the way, if you guys add more middle floors than this, then you just need to extend the height of that tower, so you'll be able to connect the tower to those other floors. I'm now going to show you all how to use this elevator. To use it, first hit this button over here. That should cause the soul sand to move over. Now, as soon as the bubbles start flowing upwards, you can go inside and it will automatically take you upwards. If you guys want to go downwards, just hit this button to the left. Then wait for a few seconds. After a few seconds, the soul sand should be moved over and the bubble column should start moving downwards. As you guys can see there, the bubbles now appear to be going downwards. When that happens, you can then walk in and it will automatically suck you down. If you guys want to go back up, just hit this button. Then the soul sand will be moved over here, so you'll be able to go upwards. I'm now going to show you all how you guys can choose the floor that you want to go to in this elevator. To do that, sprint forward right before you reach that floor. For example, I want to go to that floor, so I'm going to come inside. Now sprint forward over here, and as you guys can see there, I have made it to this floor. From here, if I want to go downwards, I just need to hit this left button. Then, after a few seconds, the soul sand should get moved over, and the bubble column should start moving downward. From there, I can go inside, and I'll get brought down. If you guys are at one of the middle floors, and the bubble column is flowing downward, but you want to go upwards, just hit this button to the right. If you do that, the soul sand will be moved over underneath the water column, so the bubble column will start going upwards. From there, you can go inside and go up. How this elevator works is, whenever you hit a button on the right side of the elevator, it causes the soul sand to be moved underneath the water column. When soul sand is underneath the water column, it causes a bubble column to flow upwards. Whenever you hit a button on the left side of the elevator, it causes a redstone signal to be sent downwards, so the soul sand is moved off and the magma block is exposed. Whenever the magma block is underneath the water column, it causes a downwards flowing bubble column to go through, which sucks you downwards whenever you go inside the water. By the way, this elevator does work with mobs. For example, if I want to put a village over here, all I need to do is push it in. Then it will be sent upwards. If I want to send it downwards, I just hit this button to the left. After a couple seconds, it will go downwards. By the way, if you guys want to make this elevator look nicer, you can cover the redstone towers with blocks. I hope you all enjoyed learning how to make this simple Minecraft Bedrock elevator. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions for what I should do in future videos. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other Minecraft videos. I upload every other day. Thanks for watching.